Hello everyone, so today we are going to solve day 17 mail dot code challenge. So problem name is find all anagram in a string. So given a string s, so we are given a string s and a string p which is non-empty. The string p is non-empty. Find all the indices of p. P is anagram in s. Anagram means any combination of is present in the same order. In the same order means in the same length. Means ABC. It can be CAB, BSC, BCA. So it should be present in a contiguous but in a permutation of this. Then this is called anagram, and we have to return the first indices of this. Suppose this is ABC. So CBA, this is one combination starting in a 0. Now considering the sixth index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this BAC, this is another combination is present. So 6, and after that there is no indices. So you have to return in a list or array uh, returning 0, 6. So the concept here we are going to use is sliding window. So here is a solution. If length of s means this is a, this length of s is 10 provided in the question. Okay. If length of s is smaller than p, suppose p is 3 and length is 1, then we cannot find any combination. Means s is suppose a, okay, and p is abc or ab, then we the combinations will be AB, BA, two combination, permutation, and both of the combination can't be founded because there's at least two digit is required, but in S there is one digit. So if length of P is greater than length of S, then we have to simply return the blank indices. Okay, so this part is first line is clear. Now we are going to do, we are creating two lists having the mm, the length equals to number of alphabet in English. So that there is total 26 alphabets. So we are creating this type of two list. Initially these two are 0. These are updated after one iteration. Initially they all are 0. Like uh, in this fashion you can say. Initially are initially these two lists are like this. Okay, initialize with all 0. What we are going to do in this is simply we are fetching the uh, increasing the count and decreasing the count uh, at the indices of the ASCII value. Means ASCII value of a means ASCII value, I mean to say ASCII if A is present, then we have to put it at 0 index. B is present and we have to put in the first index. So how can we come up? By subtracting the ASCII value of a letter. Suppose a letter B is here, so B is at number 2 obviously. So how can we get second position in the list? We have to get second position by subtracting it from the ASCII value of a. So ASCII value of a, if we subtract, then we will get to second position. Means because ASCII value we will subtract with ASCII value of a, then we will so obviously get one increment. So a is at here, a is at 0, so b at obviously at first index. Okay, so this is why we have initialized this. We are just taking a 26 alphabet, English alphabet, and we will update this list 1 and list 2 in first iteration in the length of p, and after that in the length of s we will increment and decrement using two pointers, and this variable res is for storing the indices of anagram. Okay, so these part, till this part, all part is happen. Now what we are going to do, what we have said earlier, first we have to iterate in the length of p. Okay, so for I in range, length of p, the length of p is 3, already calculated. So 0 1 2, it will run. Now if list 1 order of pi, I is initially at 0, so order of pi means ASCII value of a minus ASCII value of a. Okay, means it's totally giving the index 0, means li 0, so it being equal to initialized with li 0 plus 1. So li 0 is initially 0, so it will become 1, so it is updated. Now li 2 order of s, so order means ASCII value, order in Python we have to find ASCII value with ord. So ASCII value of c minus ASCII value of a means index 2, so index 2 is updated in list 2. Okay, now again incremented ASCII value of p minus ASCII value of a means index 1, so incremented. Now ASCII value of p minus ASCII value of a means index 1, so incremented. Because initially they all are 0, 0 plus increment by 1, so 1. Now c, ASCII value of c minus ASCII value of a means indices third to 0, indices 2, 0 1 2, so here. Now ASCII value of a minus ASCII value of a 0, so index 0. So after first iteration, what we are going to do is simply run till the length of p, and see whether in the starting 3 has a these three. It's basically like a sliding window. These we have to check in the three orders, three. If these three is matching in any combination or not. ABC is initialized with 1 1 1, and if any combination is there of ABC, then also it will be in the three loop. It will be 1 1 1. Either it is CBA, either it's CBA, BCA, or ABC. Okay, so these three and these two are equated. Now what we are going to check, this is for the initial for index 0. If I1 equals to I2, then we have to append the index of the starting. So I1 I2 is equal, so output will be initially indexes with 0. Okay, I'm loaded. Okay, this is my res. Now till this part we have covered. Now for I in range from 1 to length of s minus length of p plus 1, because we are just using the sliding, we have to slide the window by that amount. So length of s is 10, length of p is 3, so subtracting 7, so we have to take 1 to 7. So considering 7 and 7th index also, then we have to obviously run to 1 to 8, because last index is not acceptable, not considered the upper bound in the Python. So 8, so loop will ranging from 1 to 8. Okay, now what we are going to do, update this list too. So this is the list. Now what we are going to do, list ASCII value of s. S is here, s of I is 1, I is 1, I is 1. So b pointing at b, this b, this b. So b minus 1 means a, b minus 1 sorry, this is pointing to c now. Order of odd c minus ord of a means ASCII value of c minus a means index 2. We have to decrement the index to 0 1 2, and it will update it with 0. Okay, and one pointer will be starting from the last. This is the starting pointer and another pointer will be start from last. That is order of s. That means order the ASCII value of s. I is 1, so here is b. Length of p minus 1, length of p is 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 3, this 3 minus 1, 2, and 2 plus 1 I value is 1. 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. That is at e. Okay, so e, ASCII value of e minus a means fourth index. We have to increment 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth. Incremented to 1. And after we are checking if list 1 is and list 2 is same. List 1 is this. Now list 2, this list is getting updated downward. So we will not consider this list. Okay. So this one, list 2 same? No. So we don't have to append the I value. Now I is incremented to 2. Now what we are going to do? 2 minus 1 means s of 1. S of 1 is b minus a. The second index will be decremented, so it will become 0. Okay. Now length p minus 1. So length p minus 1 is always 2. So 2 I value is 2. 2 plus 2 fourth. 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth means b. B should be incremented. B order of b minus order of a means ASCII value of b minus ASCII value of a. ASCII value of b minus a means first index. First index will be, now it will be changed to original 1. Okay, means this will become 1 now. Okay, if list 1 equals to list 2, no, then incremented to 3. Okay, 3 minus 1, 2, s of 2, 0, 1, 2. This is a now. Order of a minus a, 0. So it will be decremented to minus 1 now. Okay, sorry, decremented to 0. Now 3 plus 2, fifth. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth a. Then we have to again increment. So 0 become 1 now. Okay. If list 1 equals to list 2, no. Then it increment and it will go to 4 now. In the fourth, s of 4 minus 1 means s of 3 is a. Again decrement by 1. Now 4 plus 2, 6, s of 6. This is b now. B will be incremented and this become 2 now. Both are not same, so again a loop will be incremented. Now it will become 5. 5 minus 1, s of 4 e. It will be decremented to 0 now. Now list 5 plus 2, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a. A will be incremented by 1. So it will back to 1. Okay. If list 1 list 2 same, no. Then increment the value to 6. Now it becoming 6. 6 s of 6 minus 1. S of 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a. Value of a will be decremented and it will become to 0 now. 0. Now 6 plus 2, 8. 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, it will be now becoming 1. In this step I have made a one mistake. When I equals to 6, then 6 minus 1 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B. So B will be decremented, means this will, as it is 1, and this will become, it will, as it is 1, it will be decremented to 1 now. And 6 plus 2, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will be incremented, and now it will become, okay. Now list 1, list 2 same. Yes, these three are 1, 1, 1, and this becomes 0. This becomes 0. So if we want, then loop 6 we can do again. In loop 6 minus 1 means 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B. B will be decremented, and it will become 1 now. Okay, it will become 1 now. And 6 plus 2, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C. C will be incremented, means C will become from 0 to 1. Okay, in the sixth loop. So what will become 0, 1, 1, sorry, 1, 1, 1. So finally, this loops again after 6th iteration, it will become like, after I value equals to I value equals to 6, it will become equal. So we have to append 6 now. So we append 6 now. For 7 it will not equal, and for 8 it will not equal, so we will not append, so we will return 0 and 6. Simple, it is a sliding window. We have to take first 3 and update the indices of using ASCII value. Same thing I have applied in a Python. See this, list 1, list 2, erase element. Initially for the first 3 length of P, we are checking whether it is starting with 0 index or not, and after that if it is, then we have to append 0, else if again we are looping start from I1 to length of s minus p plus 1, and we are doing the condition and returning in the last rest, so it is accepted. So for the raw code for C++, Java, Python will be available at my GitHub profile. I will provide you the link in the description, and the raw code also present in the description, or in the comment section at the top also. So in my GitHub, you can go here in the LetCode challenge. You will see the day 17. So here it is at day 17. A PDF is uploaded with all the 3 solutions in Python. So here is a Python solution, here is C++ solution, and here it is Java solution. All 3 are with the sliding window only. See this, here we have applied the same thing. Here we apply the same thing here. So it is a sliding window. If we going to, this problem can be solved using sorting as well, but in sorting it will give the time limit exit for the one of the test cases. Let me show you that test case I have done from for that also. See this, time limit exceeded. I will let you show the code. See this, here is a, no, this is not a code, this is the final code. Here time limit exceeded. See this, for this long, all the test cases getting fast, but for the long input it is good time limit exceeded. And here is the code. Firstly we have taken the list, then we have sorted, then we are iterate in the loop and just checking whether 2 times sorting. First here is 1 time sorting, and another is here in the loop we have sorting. In the loop we are just sorting every in iteration, and it will give and time limit exceed for the one of the test cases. But if you are going with a sliding window, it will be optimized in order of n. See this summation is perfectly alright, and it is accepted. So if you like our video, please like, share and comment on the video. Thank you for watching the video.